Well, I did an absolutely horrible job of recording anything other than in-car camera stuff this weekend. So I guess we're doing it all in studio, in-house today. Friday in Fergus Falls, we had an awesome heat race with Travis Sauer. Me and him were side by side for the last few laps. It was an awesome heat race. We were side by side at the line. One more lap and he was going back by me, but it was an awesome race. And we had to start 8th, I believe, in the feature, and I could only get her up to 6th. The car, we felt good, but I mean that track was so fast. Gertis went 6 to win. He was flying, but I couldn't get momentum going. Actually, the first corner kind of messed up the whole race for me. So it is what it is. It was a bad night, but we moved on to the next night in Ogilvy, and going back like a month, I said I'm horrible in Ogilvy, and we had a bad night. And then with our point average, we had the front row because we won the heat race, and we checked out and had an awesome win there at Ogilvy. So I was surprised, but we've tinkered with the car since that first night at Ogilvy, and we've got it at a really good place right now. So awesome night in Ogilvy, and then we were planning on going to Watertown on Sunday, but they rained out at like 2:30, and Granite City starts at 5. So my dad, Zach, and I hauled ass, and we were about 30 minutes late. We got there like 5:30. We still made the heat race, thank God. We got third in that. We had a front row waiting for us there because we had like an 8th the last time we went there, and had another awesome car and checked out and won that one too. So another 2-win weekend. It was awesome. Car's just on a mission right now. There's really nothing we can do to mess it up, it seems like. So we're just gonna hope the consistency keeps rolling, and rolling the next weekend. Hope for another good weekend, and we'll do a little more video there. I don't like doing it in here, but I just got distracted and that kind of stuff. So with that being said, enjoy that little bit in car I have. We'll be back next weekend. Y'all have a good week.
Not very good.
Okay. Go see Jake's dog.
Go see it. Stay here.
So I went to staging on Saturday to get lined up for the main event in Ogilvy. I had the camera mounted, ready to rip. Zach came to start the GoPro, and he said, "It doesn't turn on." I'm like, "What do you mean it doesn't turn on?" Battery must have died or something, but it would not turn on, so I got no in-car footage. But Ben at Duray Central hooked me up, so you'll get the outside perspective. But yeah, you can catch all sorts of his live events, replays, all sorts of stuff at DurayCentral.tv, drc.tv. Thanks, man. He's the one that provided me with the GoPro to give all you guys this footage, so really appreciate it, and we'll get that thing working next time.
Corey Jones out of the work area. He'll tag onto the back of the field in that 7J. And as I mentioned, Chris Menson and Tyler Peterson will get the one to go from your starter, Brian Riedemann. JT Johnson, Eric Lamb, Clayton Wagaman, Dave Kane, your first three rows. Can Shane Sobraski make it three straight in the modifieds from outside of row 4? Can he double up after parking that super stock down in the JPW victory lane? We'll have to wait and see as he is outside of row 4. But Chris Menson, Tyler Peterson coming right at you once again from row 1, green flag waving. Tyler Peterson going to lead down the back straightaway here in the opening lap. Chris Menson going to settle into second. There's Eric Lamb and JT Johnson in that 89. Tyler Peterson going to drive right through the middle of the Ogilvy Raceway as he leads here early. Chris Menson will settle into second. Eric Lamb and JT Johnson will battle behind him. Then it's Dave Kane, Clayton Wagaman, Shane Sobraski, and Jody Belfi. Tyler Peterson trying to run away and hide here early in your modified A-main. Working to the outside. He'll drive down across the racetrack. Chris Menson is still second. Keep an eye on that battle behind him. Tyler Peterson started outside of row 1 and has stayed there as he tries to ride off into the sunset and let Chris Menson and the rest of the field battle behind him. Good battle behind JT Johnson. Clayton Wagaman going to slide up the racetrack, go to the cushion of the 14W. Here comes Kane in the 88 of Eric Lamb. Peterson, Menson, Johnson, Wagaman working outside. Then it's Dave Kane in the 2C. Eric Lamb in the 88, Shane Sobraski, Jody Belfi, and Brandon Kopp now in that 22. Tyler Peterson having a great run as he continues to lead. Chris Menson still second. What a battle behind him. J.T. Johnson, Dave Kane, and Clayton Wagaman battling for third. Tyler Peterson all alone out front, just cruising. Chris Menson comfortably to second. Corey Jones diving down into the infield will stay green. The 7J's night has come to an end. Tyler Peterson flat out flying around the Ogilvy Raceway. Chris Menson still second. Wagaman now to 30. May have found something on the outside of that 14W. And we are under caution here. And Jeremy Nelson. So we'll try it again. 7 laps have been scored. 13 remain. Tyler Peterson coming right at you once again from row 1 in that 1 TPO. Peterson once again will show the way. Wagaman to the outside of the 14W. He's going to dive to the inside of Peterson. Slide up in front of the 1 TPO. Peterson will cross him over there door to door here at the flag stand. Tyler Peterson, Clayton Wagaman putting on a show. Chris Menson is third. Dave Kane and Shane Sobraski rounding out your first 5. Tyler Peterson once again back to the top. Wagaman is there again at 14W. Tyler Peterson trying to hold off a charging Clayton Wagaman. Peterson, Wagaman, here comes Sobraski to third in the 7A. Halfway now for Tyler Peterson, Clayton Wagaman, and the rest of the field. Peterson and Wagaman, Shane Sobraski upstairs, Dave Kane, Eric Lamb, your first 5. Tyler Peterson trying to put some distance on Clayton Wagaman. Wagaman back to the top at 14W. Tyler Peterson will roll right through the middle in turns 1 and 2. Sobraski going to drop down to the inside in 7A. Peterson will go back to the top and then diamond across the racetrack at 3 and 4. Tyler Peterson now is putting some distance on Clayton Wagaman, Shane Sobraski, and the rest of the field. Peterson, Wagaman, Sobraski. Sobraski now going to have to battle with the 2C of Dave Kane. Tyler Peterson stretching it on Clayton Wagaman and the rest of the field. Sobraski and Kane to follow. Eric Lamb is still 5th, and keep an eye on that battle for 6th between Chris Menson and Jeremy Nelson in the 4. Tyler Peterson now just cruising with nearly a full straightaway lead over Ramsey, Minnesota's Clayton Wagaman. Sobraski and Kane trying to track down Wagaman and turn that into a 3-car battle behind Tyler Peterson, your race-long leader in the 1 TPO. Tyler Peterson just cruising out front. Clayton Wagaman still second in that 14W as Sobraski and Kane continue to battle with 4 to go. Tyler Peterson doing it in dominating fashion tonight. 3 to go for the Hickson, North Dakota driver in 1 TPO. Keep an eye on that battle behind Peterson, shaping up to be a 3-car battle between Dave Kane, Clayton Wagaman, and Shane Sobraski. 2 to go this time by for Tyler Peterson. Peterson, your leader. Wagaman trying to hold off Dave Kane as they will battle for second. Shane Sabraski is fourth. Look out, Eric Lamb, I should say Jeremy Nelson, spinning in the 06. Jeremy Nelson spinning in turns 1 and 2, and the caution flag will fly. See if Tyler Peterson can hang on, or will it be Dave Kane? See if Dave Kane can get his 44th modified feature win. He is the all-time winningest driver of the modifieds. He's inside of Clayton Wagaman in row 2. 17 have been scored, 3 to go. Here comes Tyler Peterson once again. Peterson, Kane, here comes Clayton Wagaman. Wagaman on the outside of Dave Kane. Tyler Peterson back to the top. Wagaman is there as well. So is Kane and Jeremy Nelson and Shane Sabraski. 2 to go now for Tyler Peterson. Peterson, Kane, Wagaman, Nelson, and Sabraski, your first 5. This time by white flag waving one more time for Tyler Peterson. Final trip around the Ogilvy Raceway for Tyler Peterson. He has had a dominating race car down the back straightaway. Then it's Kane, Wagaman, and Nelson going to battle. Your leader going to be a winner off of turn 4, Tyler Peterson in 1 TPO. Kane will be second. It'll be Wagaman, Nelson, and Sabraski, your first 5.
Hey, you. What's that? Oh, you're on YouTube now, pal. Licking the... Oh, gall. Hold on. Want to try that again?
And they cry.
What do you think, Jake? Any words of advice tonight? Oh, last time it was top 10. It was top 10.
We have to do a Jake sandwich.
1-2 DCR finish.
There you go.
The 26 out before we even start. He was going to start all the way at the back of the field here anyway in the 15th starting, 15th of 18, so it doesn't affect the lineup a whole bunch. So here we go. Tyler Peterson, Jeremy Nelson, bringing him around, looking at that tire, looking for the flag, and they both fire at the tire. Peterson and Nelson down into turn number 1, side by side. Peterson on the high side, Nelson on the low, on the other way around. Peterson down low, Nelson up high. Cater going right through the middle. This track is awful racy, folks. Nelson takes the lead on the high side. Cater's going to go way up to the top now. Dave Kane working his way through here. Peterson took that spot back. And Nelson to the low side. Peterson's going to be your leader. Now everybody to the low side up front. Tyler Cater still right in the middle. Shane Sabraski going right to the outside wall. Peterson. Nelson. Jones, Cater, and Kane. They're your top 5. Everybody getting right down to the bottom. Kane's not going to let Cater in, nor should he. That's racing, folks. Now Tyler Cater backs up. Going to try to get a better run at it. Peterson running high in 3 and 4 and low in 1 and 2. Sabraski going to try to do what no one else has been able to do so far in the modified class, which is run right through the middle. Peterson up high again in 3 and 4, and then shuts it down right around the bottom in 1 and 2. Nelson hot on his trail, and then a huge gap back to the 7 of Corey Jones. Dave Kane's going to try her up on. Sees Jeremy Nelson getting way small out in front of him. And Kane's going to try high on both ends of the track here. He should have all sorts of momentum.